Oh boy, and it's seeming like now I'm starting to run into streaming issues, unfortunately. We've already got 6 players. I guess that's a good thing. Looks like we're still missing Cepha and Arcticfqx. All right. So we've got 7 minutes before the match starts. Hopefully we can get the last 2 players in before then. At the moment, you guys are going to have just a little bit of silence. I hope the stream doesn't decide to tank on me for that little bit while I'm gone, but I will be back very shortly. All right. So we are hitting the end of this countdown period here, and we're about to get underway. And it sounds like I'm having a issues here. That's unfortunate. Very interested to see how this group plays. All right, a little bit of a delay getting started here, but we're only 2 minutes past, and that shouldn't be much of an issue here. Definitely curious. We've seen a really, really wide score variance on Chloroplast skin, and I assume that this group is going to be no different. Couple of players having some issues here. Staiain falling a little bit victim to some of these SVs here. Jessey not doing too much better as well. Haprapra and Vento actually still having an S rank a decent way through these SVs. They might come out with the S rank if they keep this pace going. All right, we're hitting the reduced SVs now, and we're going to have some score recovery since the SVs actually toned themselves down a bit. Haprapra degrading score down quite a bit, now at 91%, but Vento still holding in the upper 94s, certainly going to take the S rank home there. SleepyDarkrai coming out of the SVs, slowly growing that score, could stand to get an S rank themselves if they keep the accuracy solid through the more complicated but less SV areas. Well, oh no, and we have a disconnection here. Whoa, what is going on here? Getting a double check here. We have one person whose scores did not record. Just trying to make sure that I see who it is. Yeah, it's looking like Ojily was still finishing off here. So let's see. Might have to take this one down by hand here. Okay. All right. Okay. So Ojily score, I managed to catch on hand. So even though it didn't record the decline, I still do have a score here. So crisis averted, thankfully. All right. All right, we're going to be moving on to our second song here, Power Supply. So we can get some improved scores here from Staiain and Jessey. Yeah, I seem to be having a couple here with Ojily. We're going to see if we can get him to make sure that he's actually still out there. All right, we're going to start in 1 minute regardless here. Still trying to get the player actually responding. Yeah, Ojily actually left the game here, so we're going to try to get them back after this map. Otherwise, there's nothing that we can really do here. The technical difficulties aside, with certain players, we are actually moving on to our second map now, Power Supply. Hopefully this should play a little bit better to Staiain, who is more oriented towards speed. SleepyDarkrai and Staiain off to a very good start. SleepyDarkrai breaking the double S, but Staiain's still going more than, we're almost at halfway into the map here. Colorful Cat Gaming, this is Mania. This is an Mania 4-key tournament. Jessey struggling a little bit here, falling by about 90%, trying to fight for that A, but it's not going to hold very well. Vento and Haprapra doing very good job here, 99.80 and 99, even 99 almost for Vento, so really solid play overall. Staiain actually still having a double S. Really, really good showing for him so far. DarkBeany not too... also doing great at 99.81. Vento solid score regardless. Jessey struggling a little bit on... Oh, he breaks the double S right at the end of the song, dropping two 200s there. 210 regular 300 for Staiain, really solid. 251 for DarkBeany, just a little bit lower. Solid run by Haprapra, only 6 200s overall. Where nobody dares to dwell, I will travel to the outer rim, surrounded by a veil, to inhale the smoke with broken mirrors. Right, moving to the third song here now, Pandora, and I already see people complaining about long notes, so I cannot wait to see how angry they're going to get after this one. It's a risk I have to take for the sake of our minds, before the planet dies. Hey, neat. So, just got word that a certain somebody has returned to us. We actually have Daiki back here, so hello again, man.
I am indeed back.
How was your adventure to whatever you were doing?
It was, there was, like, no oxygen, so... No, it was good. I just haven't eaten all day, so I was like, I need sustenance.
Just a little. Just a little. I get that.
So anyways, coming back in for this group, how is Staiain been doing? I think that's the big question.
Chloroplast skin absolutely made mincemeat of him, no doubt about it. He did very poorly. Power supply, on the other hand, was a very good showing. 99.95.
It's like single digit.
Yeah,
or maybe
it was
2.
It was 2, and both very close to the end. So he might be able to double S it on a second attempt. Also, Haprapra and Vento have been doing reasonably well. Haprapra and SleepyDarkrai and Vento, yeah, them 4.
And I guess Ojily and Jessey are having a little bit more trouble. It looks like Ojily already dropping below the 99. I'm guessing because of some long note issues and those whole releases. Jessey having even more trouble though, dropping to mid-A range, and that transition kind of wasn't very good for them.
That's just continuous drops here. Staiain actually doing a little bit better with the long notes than I was expecting personally. That's really, really good. 99.93, but we haven't hit the hardest section yet.
Yes, nobody in this group actually holding the double S, but yeah, like you said, Staiain, Haprapra. Oh god, I'm not gonna
Haprapra.
Haprapra, okay. And SleepyDarkrai and Vento all holding pretty strong 99s, but we'll see what the long notes do to them. Looks like Jessey's also still hanging on pretty decently right now.
Still holding on to the A rank, although that burst took a little bit of a dip there. All right, filling the playfield a little bit more with these long notes here.
Staiain looks like he's cruising through this, though.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised, actually. Really good job by Staiain. Also, Haprapra at 99.80. And it's SleepyDarkrai actually at 99.50. We've got some pretty good performances going on here. Wow, Staiain's ratio is actually really good. 176 compared to 1000 Rainbow.
Accuracy.
Definitely in his element today. SleepyDarkrai 245 to the 915 Rainbows there. Vento a little bit worse. One miss only though, so very, very close to the full combo. And 3 full combos here by Staiain, Haprapra, and SleepyDarkrai, who've been consistently the front 3 runners there. Jessey, unfortunately, unable to sustain the A rank that they were holding on the map, and understandably so. The back half of the map is not a cakewalk.
And then, now we have to see how well they can do on Summon Beast's battle. I don't know anything really about these players' skills, unfortunately, and I guess even the first 3 songs aren't really the best indicator of what they can do on especially harder songs. So I'm pretty sure Staiain will cruise through this like a boat.
I expect a score in the second half of the more intense section where the long notes begin to show up and themselves again. But I don't think it's going to be a huge amount.
It looks like the bursts are hitting everyone pretty hard except for Staiain. Everyone definitely tanking in percentage every single time one of those bursts comes around.
Just every little burst. It's just like, oh, we're gonna just take a tiny bit of your percentage here every single time. Staiain's speed certainly being showcased here. 99.91 after the barrage of bursts in the introduction here. SleepyDarkrai hanging a reasonably, he's hanging reasonably well at 99.30.
And Haprapra, goddamn, is also recovering their percentage as well as the staccato section happens.
Long notes starting to chop into Staiain's score a little bit. SleepyDarkrai is doing a good job keeping the score up, sitting at 99.30. Staiain and SleepyDarkrai's scores are actually beginning to converge a little bit. In fact, SleepyDarkrai is 0.2% lower, but has a higher overall score than Staiain here, so the rainbow ratio is definitely showing.
It might also be the combo breakers that Staiain hit as well that are preventing his score from being as high as SleepyDarkrai's.
Yeah, very good point here, because I think SleepyDarkrai is still holding a full combo, actually. If it's not a full combo, it's very close to it. Wow, still holding the 99%. Both Haprapra and SleepyDarkrai are killing it here.
Oh no!
Oh, Ojily and Jessey with the fails.
Oh,
SleepyDarkrai breaking the
98.90.
99.
Oh, 98.89.
Wow. Really solid showings. And yeah, you were definitely right there. Look at Staian's rainbow accuracy compared to Darkrai.
And
Those
even
three
200 to
misses brought the
300
score down.
down.
Yeah.
Just to note, SleepyDarkrai got less percentage than Haprapra, except more score. Because of, I think, the less amount of combo breaks. And also much better 300 to Rainbow 300 ratio than Haprapra.
Ojily and Jessey with the fails there. Vento managing to hang on, not really breaking too far down in terms of life, but not the best of scores there at 641k. Probably could improve a little bit more.
I think hopefully after this little break they won't de-warm up and not be able to play Summon Beast Battle as well, because that can definitely happen in this kind of structure of qualifiers.
Yeah, for sure. You got to try to do anything you can to keep yourself warm. Tap some jump trills. You've got 5 minutes to use it. All right, I will be right back. I have returned with Doritos.
Crunch.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to be hitting the end of this break here, and all the players are going to get a second chance at these qualifiers. And based off of how some of the performances were on Chloroplast Skin, it might be very helpful for them.
Indeed. I think even if you're playing Chloroplast Skin for the first time, like during your qualification round, which is not recommended, it is a not safe for work practice to not practice Chloroplast Skin. But on your second run, I do think that it helps a lot to have that second run, just because you have a better feel of what the song is. Like, going in blind is one thing, where you have no idea. It's like, oh, there's SVs, I'm so dead, and you can't time anything. But I don't know. I guess it depends on how fast you can pick up things and how fast you're willing to like look at it and remember where each of the SVs are. But second try should definitely help out a lot of these people if their scores are how bad you were saying they were.
Yeah, definitely a rough start. Yeah, we had Ojily had 716k, Staiain with 730k, then Haprapra with 831, SleepyDarkrai with 850, and then Vento with 874.
Haven't been dethroned yet.
Not by anyone who's played yet. I apparently heard from Shoegazer that Devil Chili kind of put some damage on it. Not going to say the exact score, but I will say that it beats yours.
I can imagine. Devil Chili put in a lot of work for exhibition match when I gave it to him.
All right, run number 2. We are about to be off here.
So far, Vento looking the strongest, holding close to 97, but it's just continually dropping. Those SVs are so bad. It's so easy to drop 200s.
Staiain definitely using that second attempt a bit more. Like he's definitely making use of the second attempt. He's actually about 2 to 3% higher than he was on his first run at this point. And his scores actually was building for a little bit there. Hitting the reduced SV here. All the main SVs are gone. Vento just under the S mark. Obviously going to finish above 95% at this point.
And it looks like Haprapra and SleepyDarkrai will hopefully manage to break that S for this run as well.
A little bit more work. Staiain could probably break around 91, 92. Haprapra and Vento both having pretty impressive combos here. SleepyDarkrai not too far behind, also about to crack the S rank. Staiain definitely on pace, already past his old best. Jessey on pace to also beat their best as long
Vento
as
is going to hit 900k.
Wow, tremendous improvement there, at least 25,000. In fact, it's looking like all 6 players are actually going to make good use of their second play. The only one not improving is Ojily here. Vento going up almost 40,000. Jessey going up. Oh no, Jessey actually went down just a couple hundred points there. Haprapra making about a 7,000 point improvement. Staiain going up 70k from the first run. 800,000 break is actually going to help a lot given his performance on the other 3 songs. I love the point made by one of the players there. I would do better if the maps were normal. That is so unfortunate that you don't know who I am. Haprapra tripping up slightly on the transition into the next section. Staiain also dropping the double S here, so not going to have a double S compared to the first run here. Ooh, second set of long no transitions actually catching Vento there, and that's going to take his score below 99%. Ojily still hanging around 97%. And 399s across the board there. Haprapra and SleepyDarkrai actually very, very close together score-wise.
Actually, all 4 of the top runners are very close score-wise. It's from 99.85 to 99.96. That's not too much of a score differential. It's like less than 1,000 points, maybe?
Yeah, very, very close. Ooh, and Vento actually dropped again on the long no transition. Seems like he might have picked up some bad habits. Haprapra and DarkBeany, same percentage right now, very close in score, only about 2,000 points separating them. Staiain in the lead at about 3,000 points ahead of DarkBeany, maybe like 5k now.
Something like that. Ojily's holding on desperately to that S, though. The long notes seem to be doing some work on him. Although he doesn't make it out. Some very clean scores for Haprapra, Staiain, and SleepyDarkrai.
generally good ratios as well. Very close to a negative ratio by Ojily.
Travel to the outer rim, surrounded by a veil, to inhale the smoke with broken mirrors, choking on her vocals while the closer I approach her in a colder atmosphere. See the danger, how my life could be evaporated, radiation emitted in blinding light in strange positions. It's a risk I have to take for the sake of our minds, before the planet dies. Where nobody dares to dwell, I will travel to the outer rim, surrounded by a veil, to inhale the smoke with broken mirrors, choking on her vocals while the closer.
Already, Haprapra with a little bit of a drop. I'm guessing it's more of an accident than anything, because I'm not sure if any of these introductory patterns are too difficult or should trip up someone of that caliber.
Yeah, deceivingly difficult, but even so, I definitely agree. Of that caliber, should not be a big deal.
And so we'll watch Staiain and his SleepyDarkrai fight for that double S this time.
Change is happening, the days of maps and rapturing, the place will shift, save me quick, take me with, the tremors forming holes, I know I won't escape it, so what are we to do when the core blows within?
Including the speed up there, Staiain still 100%, 4 players above 99%. Oh, Haprapra with a nasty drop though. Oh, no, that was Client. Staiain finally breaking the double S after a really long go at it. Vento having a little bit of issue holding combo, breaking just below 99%. Haprapra and SleepyDarkrai, again, very comparable performances in the low to mid 99 area.
It looks like Ojily as well is also struggling to hold that 95, but looks like he's going to keep it for the end of this song.
All right, and we are about to conclude this particular qualifying group with the second attempt at Summon Beast Battle. Doing some score runs here compared to the first attempts on Pandora. Only one making an improvement is Ojily. No, actually, not a single player improved on their second run on Pandora. Yikes. Oh, happened before and happened again. This is the second instance where Pandora's second run was completely useless for a score improvement. Only one player coming out of the intro unscathed, and I think that was Haprapra in terms of combo.
Yeah, it looks like early drops from everyone. Hopefully we'll see Jessey being able to hang on a little bit better this time. I think... Was it a fail last time? I don't have the MP link up right now.
Who?
For Jessey?
Yeah, Jessey and Ojily both failed this map on their first attempts.
Looks like Ojily is definitely hanging on a little bit better, but we will definitely see once it actually gets to the more abrasive patterning section of this file.
Yeah, here we go now. Things are going to step up a bit here. And almost immediately, Jessey and Ojily's life bars are just tanking.
Ojily's hanging on as best as he can.
They're not going to do it. Life bar just tanking. Staiain, DarkBeany, and Haprapra still above 99%, though DarkBeany is going to slip away from there.
Staiain, the only one holding combo at this point now. Everyone else has been dropping because of the increased density of these sections.
DarkBeany's putting up a fight. His score is going up.
His HP just tanked like crazy though.
Oh, and we have a disconnection from Jessey. I'm not sure if that was an
like
actual
Jessey,
disconnection, just a drop.
Just quit out.
Yeah.
He Dan's gamed the Twitch chat and said, "I am done with that AIDS." So I'm assuming that was just enough for him, and he didn't need any more of that.
That HP tank by SleepyDarkrai was actually a client. He is still fighting for the 99%. Haprapra at 9904, also still fighting. He is not too far away from losing
Oh,
it.
it looks like Vento also rage quit.
Oh, Haprapra falling just short.
That's so unfortunate. Still, mid 98s on Summon Peace Battle is not something to shake your stick at.
So some improvement here.
Someone's getting a little bit salty in Twitch chat, though.
Let them have their salt. Add it to their food, etc. Staiain went up 17k on that run. Haprapra also going... Or no, Haprapra went down just a touch. Ojily, despite the fail, went up 16k. Yeah, due to the technical difficulties that we were actually having in the first match, we're going to be ready to move right into the next room. Before we do that, we're just going to bring the lineup back up here. But yeah,
oh boy, we have Hayabusa and yipyapyop coming in for this one.
We've got the memer boys here. Lots of the UK folks, some fan favorites here. Hayabusa, Hydria, yipyapyop, all going to be joining us in Group 15 here. But yeah, there's your group for 15 here, and it's going to be a great final group here. Also got Arcticfqx and Elementaires from France. Everybody probably saw Elementaires in the Mania 7 Key World Cup.
Some prolific players in this group. I guess
definitely.
Currently waiting on Hydria. Katsumi's already in there. Hydria and Nidim. Elementaires is already in there, and Arcticfqx.
Arcticfqx. Yep.
Oh boy, Arcticfqx is not online.
No. Get over there. Oh, we've got 7 out of 8 already.
Still got 7 minutes for that last person. Everyone complaining about failing chloroplast.
I love it. Everyone fail everything. And as usual, for those of you who actually are using Nightbot, the MP link has been updated to have this current match in it, so feel free to use that.
Hydria says don't mention it, but I'm totally gonna mention it, that he's probably going to use some mods during play.
You're so rude.
It's more of a hypening thing, you know? Twitch chat won't know which mods they are.
Flashlight. It's going to be Flashlight. I'm going to call it Meme Lord using Flashlight.
Nightcore. Can't do Nightcore in multiplayer, but whatever. Watch and go easy, no fail.
From the room.
hidden flashlight. That is the way to go.
And hello to our mystery guest if he decides to talk.
Hello.
Oh my god, who is that?
Not really a mystery guest. Actually listed as a commentator here, but this is the first time we're actually going to hear from him now that his stuff is working.
Yeah, after the minor hiccup I had yesterday with the client.
So why don't you introduce yourself, Mr. Mystery Commentator?
All right, I'm Staiain, also know, I go on the Staiain as well to closer friends. Been streaming. I mean, I've been playing Mania since late 2012 when it was just a beta game, basically.
Dev builds.
Yeah, I've been around for all the time. The game has been around, but I haven't been active all the time though. But yeah, so finally decided to do some commentary for a tournament this time. So
Hydria's
Hydria just announced that he's going to use spin out. You are now banned from the tournament. You are done. Removed.
oh,
Put it in the
no.
trash. Oh man.
I'm
That's
actually
like
surprised to
ultimate
still
memes.
have. I'm still surprised to have spin out available in Mania mode.
I don't even. So Staiain, we got to see your 2 runs on Chloroplast Skid. Nice job on the second time, by the way. You went up 70,000 points compared to your first run. That's a huge improvement.
Well, I wasn't fully unprepared, but I realized I was already defeated on that map, so I wasn't really going to try to make a lot out of it. I was just going to accept my fate and play it like that. So it went better than expected, though.
Apparently, given that amount of improvement. I guess just relaxing and thinking a little bit less about the map might have actually helped you play it better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nice, my everyone command made it through the stream. I'm awesome.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how spun out works for Mania. The spin out mod should be in the lower right. In the bottom row of mods, the third selection should be the spun out mod. But that's really funny. Is that confirmed, Retlam, that Neodim isn't coming because he's playing League of Legends right now? That's... come on. Hashtag Team Yip in chat, though.
Alright. Finally got the client set up. That was an ordeal.
Well, at least it's over in the end and it's all good. Just in time for the final match of this week, I believe. Or at least this weekend. And it looks like the match is about to start with only 7 game. is in fact playing League of Legends and Qualifier. And we can see as the UK memers all get nervous for the upcoming qualifier. I think Chloroplast is definitely something to get nervous about because you can easily have some really good runs, or you can get wrecked on some runs even though you feel confident in them.
And what I noticed is that I started getting used to the timing of the second set of them was completely off again, so I had to readjust again. So that map is really tricky.
That was definitely my problem, actually, going into Chloroplast, where I had a really good handle on the first half of the SVs, even though, like, I practiced it a little bit, I guess. But then the second half is just like the timing of some of the 1/6s feels really weird. Anyways, Hydria is going hidden and currently has about a 50-60%.
Hydra is living dangerously.
Katsumi is also going hidden in this play. It looks like Elementaires is the only one who actually holds the double S, and the SVs haven't even kicked in. And here we go, the SVs start immediately. Yipyapyop, Katsumi, Hayabusa all take hits to their combos. DarkBeany still holding a full combo, I believe, except their accuracy is...
Elementaires also is holding combo.
Yeah. Elementaires is holding really good accuracy as well. But I just find it interesting that DarkBeany has a full combo but is under 90% now. I'm wondering what Hayabusa is doing right now.
What goes through an UK player's head is not always easy to figure out.
Indeed.
Oh boy.
Seems like they're just living in their own universe sometimes.
Yeah.
Their own
Elementaires
memes.
making it out of the first half with 97%, which is very good. If he can hold that, that's on track for maybe a 99% if he can hold the accuracy for the rest of it. And he's proven that he's pretty good at this file. Yip-Yap, wow, I didn't even notice Yip-Yap-Yop with 98.
Yeah. I was just about to point that up. What in the world? Yip-Yap-Yop is well on pace for 99% as long as he doesn't falter.
If he doesn't falter, that's easily going to be the top scorer in this qualifying round.
You're gonna be
I believe.
dethroned!
That's fine. If
Finally.
it's someone like Yip-Yap. Well, what?
Yip-Yap is
Finally, it was
actually
like less
pretty
than
good.
12 hours. Come on.
Dude, you gotta understand something. There's been 12 groups before you. Or, sorry, 12, not before you. 12 groups played. So almost half of the field, and you were number one out of everybody on this map.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
it looks-
I think you
looks
are
like
about to
Yip-Yap
be
will get a
dethroned.
first 99 of this tournament.
It's going slow. He might fall
Elementaires
just
is
short.
actually also right up there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely 97.
Yip-Yap-Yop and Elementaire are going to fall just short of the 99. Hayabusa recovering to 93. Arcticfqx also in 93. Some pretty solid performances overall.
97. That is impressive. Congrats, Yip-Yap-Yop. Hydria.
That's a little bit unfortunate.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Rude. Rude.
credit for trying. We'll give him that.
He tanked to around 60% for the majority of the
Arctic
first half.
only with
of the
one
map.
miss. That's surprising.
Arctic holding up pretty well, but unfortunately his accuracy wasn't as good as someone like Hayabusa, who did have a couple of misses, but a little bit better accuracy, which resulted in a better percentage and better score.
Yeah, Yip-Yap-Yop now claiming the best score on Chloroplast out of everybody else.
Saying
in the
that
tournament
wasn't
now.
supposed to happen. Okay, and I think there's definitely a potential for some double S's to come out here.
Yeah, we're definitely dealing with some really strong players here. Yipyapyop could be one of the double S's. Hayabusa also another one, very possible.
Hydria claiming that he's making sure he has the right mod for this map, so we'll see the next surprise.
Flashlight. Team Flashlight. Shoutouts to Umbrellas.
Vac. What is... Wait, what? I don't know what that mod is. I can't read that. Is that flashlight?
It looks like it's...
Fade in.
Yeah, that
Maybe.
is like... I think it's when the notes appear like right at the bottom of the screen. It's
Whoa.
like the opposite of hidden. But I'm not entirely sure.
Yep, it's a fade-in mod.
Yeah, again, that's just really hard to deal with because the threshold just keeps shifting closer and closer to your receptors.
Actually, only people making the double S currently is Hayabusa and yipyapyop.
Yeah, the two UK players. Ooh, that was a silly drop by Hayabusa.
That was
and that was a client
client
drop.
Or the, a viewing. Yeah. Yipyapyop with uncharacteristic drop on one of those bursts, though.
Hmm.
Still have 4 full combos.
And even then, also really solid accuracies by Yipyap, Elementaires, and Hayabusa, but still holding double S, of course. Katsumi fighting to try to get that S rank, still a little short.
I think yipyapyop did mention something about a corrupted MP3 in the chat, so that might have been what he was
Nah. And we're down to the last fourth of the map here. Hayabusa still holding the double S. And his Mania World Cup partner, Yipyapyop, second place out of this group here.
a
at
great
1988.
notes.
Oh,
Transitions.
what a shame. So close.
Still looks like Hayabusa's rainbow accuracy is really solid.
Yeah, most in the solo here, there's not too much in the way of regular. Wow.
Arctic
That is
just,
very
clutch.
good ratio. Arctic definitely with a nice S get. And pretty solid high scores across the board.
Hayabusa just short of 996k there.
Hayabusa saying that he's upset about that.
Well, when you get a single 200 and get robbed of the double S, I could see the reason for being frustrated, even having such a good score like that. Elementaires and Yipyapyop very close in terms of score, despite having two very different ratios. That one miss by Yipyapyop keeping it a lot closer than it should have been.
And it's time for Pandora.
Yeah, let's see how the long note specialized map takes to these 7 players.
To inhale the smoke with broken mirrors, choking on her vocals while the approach her in a colder atmosphere. See the danger, how my life could be evaporated.
Plot twist, flashlight.
Blinding light in strange positions. It's a
M. Night Shyamalan from Plot Twist Flashlight.
before the planet dies.
HDHR or FL. FI. Go.
Hey Legend, you made all four mads, according to God. Hydria is
I
going
think that's a pretty
flashlight.
appropriate. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Why?
This is like maximum UK memeing right now.
In the realm of where nobody dares to dwell, I will travel to the outer rim surrounded by a veil, to inhale the smoke with broken mirrors, choking on her vocals while the closer I approach her in a colder atmosphere. See the danger, how my life could be evaporated, radiation emitted.
I still can't comprehend the reasoning behind playing Flashlight. Like, I should say I comprehend it, but I just can't get my my bearings on how to do it properly at certain densities.
Such a weird perspective to read. Even if you're experienced with it, it's still have had to have its limitations.
It looks like Hayabusa is definitely trying to go for the double S here.
Nailing the transitions. Yeah, he's in the lead by a decent bit. Elementaires and yipyapyop just a hair behind it with 99.93 and now 99.78 here.
I believe that Elementaires double S until that transition came along.
Yeah, and at the break, we've got 399s or 399 plus scores here.
I mean, everyone is at
Arcticfqx
an
isn't too far
S
behind.
except for Hydria. Okay, now Hydria is at an S though.
Hydria is just putting on a show. He's having a good time.
Oh, unfortunate Hydria. Never mind, that's blind. I'm going to.
Ooh, DarkBeany taking a decent hit to the score there. Same thing with Katsumi. Arcticfqx also falling below 98% and actually still break below 97 at this rate.
DarkBeany also getting pretty close to 95.
Yip and UK partner Hayabusa both in the upper 90 through all of those long notes. Also both holding the only full combos.
So between yipyapyop and Hayabusa.
Very close indeed, about a 1,000 point difference. Yipyapyop actually had less 200s, but Hayabusa had better Rainbow 300 accuracy, which lets him get a better score despite having less percent.
Wow,
And actually,
1030 to 140.
Arcticfqx, very similar percentages as well, but the same story here, with Arcticfqx having some better combo breaker score and better accuracy in general, so taking the higher score of those two as well.
Hayabusa's ratio better than 7 to 1 for Rainbow to regular. They're really, really strong accuracy.
In the realm of where nobody dares to dwell, I will travel to the outer rim surrounded by a veil, to inhale the smoke with broken mirrors, choking on her vocals while the closer I approach her in a colder atmosphere. See the danger, how my life could be evaporated, radiation emitted and
It's time for Summon Beast battle.
Yeah,
Just-
time to really put the throttle now.
Yeah, this one is quite fast, with the really tricky split trail transition into long notes, which is really tricky to manage.
Hayabusa calling this map fun. Alright.
I don't know if I like that. They're not allowed to enjoy this. This should be torture. This is supposed to be the torture chamber.
Alright, so there's apparently one mod left.
Ah.
It is a mystery.
Our journey, an epilogue.
Which apparently oh my god, what is he going? Hard rock?
Jeez.
Hard rock no fail is that?
Yeah.
Hard
That's-
rock
oh.
no fail. Summon beast.
Well then, this score is obviously not going to be counting then.
Well, you do take the score penalty from having no fail on.
I think it's 50% of normal. And then hard rock is another 17%.
Hard rock does not affect your score in Mania though.
Oh yeah, that's right. In other modes, it's like
so
12%
literally
or
he's just
something like
tanking his score by 50%. Plus. But from these pause screens, it looks like Katsumi, DarkBeany, Arcticfqx, and Elementaires are all taking massive hits to their scores from those bursts. Yipyapyop and Hayabusa is still holding on pretty well.
Oh, there we go. It looks like that desynchronization went away.
Hard rock on this song, best choice, but
I think he's just
still
memeing.
alive. Right?
He's being such a memer by playing this on.
He also has no fail on, so he'll be alive technically. Hydria dropping from the double S though, so that dream is Yipyapyop starting to drop to a low 99%. With maybe a little bit much, or at least to handle well, I guess, because he's still handling it.
Yeah,
It's
Hive
like
is still
DarkBeany, Katsumi having a little bit of trouble here.
Oh, all of their life bars are definitely. DarkBeany is trying their best. I can see the life bar kind of inching up, but shoved back down by some misses. All of them. And it looks like all three of them are out for the count. Elementaires hanging on to that S as well, but it's slowly dropping. He might be able to hang on to it at the end though.
Oh, he got it.
Hayabusa actually also dropping to mid 99 from his high 99 that he held earlier. Yipyapyop slowly catching up to Hayabusa with that. And Elementaires is really close. Oh! That was super close to not being S on Elementaires, but did manage to hold back
So
and barely get the S.
on stream and on my client, it says 95.00, and it is an A for Elementaire. Wow.
The MP shows 95.1. But yeah, good recovery from Yipyapyop from getting shut down to like a low 99 to 98. Alright, now we need to see spun out for this next iteration of Chloroplast Skin Hydria. We're counting on you. But yeah, Hydria gets what? 93k?
It's just the whole 93,000.
Yeah, so by comparison, just by like playing the map and having no fail off, you still get like 400,000 points. Go up for
All right, second iteration of the qualifiers here for Group 15, and also this is going to be the last group of this weekend.
Looks like yipyapyop is definitely trying to contest his previous score, but Hayabusa and Elementaires are both not very far behind. Hydria actually playing with no mods right now.
Good majority of these players seem to be replicating or close to replicating their previous runs. Yipyapyop a bit under. Same with Elementaire, I think just a bit under from where they were performing before.
Looks like we could be seeing S's from Hayabusa Arcticfqx as well. Yipyapyop and Elementaires looking like they're just going to be able to hold the S pretty easily. Not sure if Yipyapyop can recover to that 99% that we saw previously, though. Although it does look like Hydria is going to quite easily defeat his previous score after memeing very hard in that first run through.
Oh, a drop from yipyapyop.
Hayabusa actually getting dangerously low from some random drops. Yipyapyop and I think Elementaires with the only full combos right now. Elementaires looking like a very close to 98% as well. Yipyapyop with a quad 6, 96661.
Looking at the previous scores here, I don't even think I see any improvements at all. DarkBeany with a marginal improvement, it seems like.
Well, Hydria with a massive improvement.
All right, second iteration of the second song, Power Supplies. 7 players here. Yipyapyop and Hayabusa both being the front runners in the past attempt. Elementaires not too far behind. I think again, everyone could stand to improve just a little bit compared to their previous scores. I don't think anyone was quite near what their max could have been. No double S's remaining. Hayabusa the closest with 99.94. Long note transition, stripping up Hydria a little bit there. Duplicate scores between Yipyapyop and Elementaires in terms of accuracy. A little bit of an edge in terms of actual scoring for Yipyapyop. Better rainbow ratio there for sure.
And again, Arcticfqx and DarkBeany very similar as well.
Yeah, and also Katsumi. Oh, up until that point, Katsumi was actually having a comparatively better run.
What mod is Hydria using right now?
I believe it's 4 key.
The true troll. Arcticfqx holding on to a solid 96 here. Still going to keep well within the S area. Katsumi slowly fading away. Elementaires, Yipyapyop, and Hayabusa all in the mid to upper 99s. Very solid scores from them, but I'm not sure how much they're going to improve.
Unfortunately, Hayabusa was not able to replicate his single, his single 200 as previous.
Yeah, a lot of players falling a bit short. Elementaires down about 8k, Yipyapyop down about 4k. DarkBeany down about 60,000, ouch. Katsumi making a decent improvement though, 50,000 up. Arcticfqx also making a notable improvement, almost 20,000 there. And then Hydria making a 300,000 point improvement because mods, lol.
In the realm of where nobody dares to dwell, I will travel to the outer rim surrounded by a veil, to inhale the smoke with broken mirrors choking on her vocals, while the closer I approach her in a colder atmosphere. See the danger, how my life could be evaporated, radiation emitted in blinding light in strange positions. It's a risk I have to take for the sake of our minds, before the planet dies. Before the planet dies, it's overheating, the machinery is failing, barking orders,
Those triple time nightmares, man.
Oh dear. Long notes, round 2.
Travel to the outer rim surrounded by a veil to inhale the smoke with broken mirrors choking on her vocals while the closer I approach her in a colder atmosphere. See the danger, how my life could be evaporated, radiation emitted in blinding light in strange positions. It's a risk I have to
Looking at the first attempt scores here, solid scores all around between the players we would expect. Elementaire, yipyapyop, Hayabusa, Arcticfqx. Sorry. Yeah, I was right. Most players getting through that transition without too much of an issue. Solid scores all around again. 399 still up on the board. They're Elementaire and Hayabusa, less than 1,000 points separating them two. Map closing out here. 3 pretty close to even scores. Again, Hayabusa, Elementaire, and yipyapyop. DarkBeany still above the S area, and Arcticfqx also pulling out an S here. And Hydria using some silly mod that I can't even read at this point.
He was using... Wait, okay, so for power supply, Hydria was using the 8K mod. For this one, he's using the 9K mod.
Hey, where's Circus Oh, wait, 10K's not ranked yet. So taking another look here at the previous performances compared to now. Elementaire going up about 1,000. DarkBeany going up a pretty substantial amount, 60,000 again. Hayabusa going up a touch, just 300 or 400. Arcticfqx taking a decent dip, 30,000 points down. And Katsumi going down about 20,000 as well.
Hydria says there's one last mod.
Oh boy.
Is that 1K?
Yeah, it is. It's 1K.
Yipyapyop and Hayabusa being the only people to hold the 100% through these initial bursts. And Yipyapyop dropping right as I say that, of course. Always has to happen. Hayabusa is the only one left.
Yeah, and meanwhile, some pretty serious score drops from DarkBeany, Katsumi, and Arcticfqx. None of them holding the S rank anymore. Elementaires also off to a uncharacteristically rough start, although he seems to be recovering slowly.
Looks like Katsumi and Arcticfqx are actually having trouble doing a little bit of the staccato stuff. DarkBeany as well, dropping some 200s and such. And Hydria, I guess.
Hayabusa finally dropping the double S, coming into that more dense section there, the 1/6 burst, catching him pretty hard.
Yipyapyop actually catching up to Hayabusa. No, that was just client.
Yeah, Hayabusa's still sitting in the upper 99s here. Those might have been some actual legitimate drops here. Hayabusa down to 99.70 now.
Yipyapyop holding a pretty good combo. He's the only one that's actually still holding that combo.
Yeah, that combo is actually the reason why he is slightly ahead of Hayabusa in terms of actual score, despite having a lower accuracy.
Hayabusa actually drops again, and yipyapyop takes the lead for this. Elementaires is also trying desperately to hold on to the 95 as we near the very end of the song. It looks like Arcticfqx is tiring out, as Katsumi is as well, but it might be a pass if he can hold on. Oh, it doesn't look like it, unfortunately.
No.
DarkBeany looking like he's also failing out. Hydria also failing, it looks like. Yipyapyop dropping at the very end, bringing his accuracy a little bit down. Except, looks like Yipyapyop beats Hayabusa's score overall, though. And well, that concludes this weekend's matches of qualifiers.
Yeah, don't mind my silence. I was actually collecting a couple more scores here just to make sure that I had them. But yeah, needless to say, this weekend went very, very fast. 25 groups are registered and set up to play, and we've already gone through 13 of them. So a little more than half of the players have gone to play now, so we're going to slowly start to figure out where people stand. Now, keep in mind, I'm actually not going to be releasing these scores just yet, but keep in mind that there are still 12 more groups to go, and we could have some more shifting around and more really surprise performances. We've certainly seen a lot of good performances over this weekend.
Definitely. And there's still some very big names that are yet to come and play. You can definitely check out the schedule to pick out your favorite 4 key players and root for them. Figure out when they play and pop in for stream for them.
Yeah, absolutely. We've still got a bunch of good matchups here. I'd say matchups, but nobody's really going against each other. But absolutely, a lot of good players still yet to give their shot at the qualifiers. So meanwhile, for everybody who is actually still here, the next match is going to be Saturday, February 27th at 2 a.m. UTC, and where we will begin with Group 9. And then immediately after that, we will have Group 10 before taking a somewhat longer break. And then taking on 3 more groups, 23, 20, and 21. There's a lot of breaks that are somewhat short in the second weekend here, so a little bit more time to rest and breathe.
I think I'm really hyped for group number 6 to happen, honestly.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if a certain somebody practiced.
Or if he just meme lorded it up.
Chloroplast awaits you. But yeah, that is actually going to conclude the weekend's events. For those of you who have not already checked any of this stuff out, The tournament thread can be found by using the info command in Nightbot. From there, you will find the link to the Twitch stream. There's also information about a permanent Discord channel, a Twitter for the OSOFT tournament, and a YouTube where all the VODs can be found. So if you haven't found any of that stuff yet, definitely check it out and keep in touch. With that, I have nothing else to say. Daiki, you got anything else you want to say?
Sorry about that.
That's quite all right.
Other than hype for next week, this week was pretty awesome, and I think as a participant in the tournament, I had a good time.
Glad to hear it. Actually, I just did think of one more thing that I wanted to say here. I almost forgot. After the event has concluded, assuming that the scheduling works out, and I'm going to double check this before I announce this because I was pretty sure it was okay. Yeah, that definitely works. So, after the last match, we will have our round of 128 showcase, so you can actually see the map pool that is actually going to be played for the first round of this tournament, and we're going to see how the seeding is going to affect some of these matches. It starts as single elimination.
Do you know who's going to be showcasing, or is that a mystery secret for everyone to find out? Surprise, surprise, when it actually happens.
We'll keep it hush hush for now. I know I have at least one person who is definitely willing to do it. I can certainly employ another. But yeah, with that, we are certainly going to be awaiting next week's streams. There's a lot of good matches to be had, lots of good qualification attempts, and hopefully we see some awesome standout scores. But with that, I am going to sign off, and Daiki and I will be returning next week, along with hopefully Shoegazer and Staiain. Hopefully we get a little bit more of him as well.
Indeed. And you'll be able to hear all our beautiful voices again, and watch the rest of the players struggle it out on all of the qualification zones.
All right, guys, with that, take care. See you guys all next week. Again, 2 a.m. UTC, Saturday, February 27th. Be there, spread the word, watch the stream. See you guys another time.